Arkansas skies behind me, the floodplain's on my mind. Big Lake whispers westward, levee shadows fall. Highway lines are stretching wide, answering the travel call.
Welcome to Missouri.
Cross that state line easy, Missouri opens wide. Bootheel flat and quiet, under a big sky ride. Soybeans wave their welcome, tractors in the fields, chasing lines of power poles where time just slowly yields. Northbound on 55 where the farmlands roll and sway. From delta dust to river wind we drift along the way. No skyline calling me, just grain bins standing tall. Rolling up to Sikeston where the floodplain meets the hall. Cooter signs flash by me, steals a quick little climb. Haiti's got the crossroads where side roads trace old time. Barges somewhere distant, though I never catch their way. Just the heartbeat of the Bootheel, every mile I gladly take. Portageville's water tower, horizon standing clear. Flat land stretching endless, small town roots appear. Lines of corn and cotton stitched against the land. A quiet kind of freedom with the wheel beneath my hand. Northbound on 55 where the farmlands roll and sway. From delta dust to river wind we drift along the way. No skyline calling me, just grain bins standing tall. Rolling up to Sikeston where the floodplain meets the hall. It's river country breathing, though the water stays unseen. Old America still living in the fields of endless green. Northbound on 55, chasing horizons wide. From Blytheville up to Sikeston, with the levee at my side. No big city lights ahead, just heartland steady glow, where every mile's a memory and the highway's all I way down south where the river takes its time. There's a patch of land where cotton fields line. Wasn't meant to be Missouri, but the borders got changed. Old Walker spoke up loud and the Bootheel remained. From swampy woods to rich delta clay, they drained the flood and carved out a way. Tractors hum where the hardwood once stood.
stretching past the trees. Bordered by Arkansas, Tennessee, close by. But the show-me heart beats under that sky. Oh, hard times rolled through with the flood and the drought, but folks here keep standing, of that there's no doubt. Railroads came and highways too. Bootheel folks, they always push through. It's the heel of Missouri, but it kicks like the South. From Caruthersville juke joints to Kennett's wide mouth. Rivers may flood, but the pride don't run dry. Bootheel spirit rolls on under big sky. So drive that levee road and hear the engines purr. Past cotton, soy, and stories that still stir. In the heel of Missouri where the South meets the plains, the past ride shotgun in sunshine or rain.
Sun comes up on another mile. Boots hit the ground with a working smile. No shortcuts on this beaten track. What you give today, tomorrow gives back. Calloused hands and an honest name. Dust on your coat, but pride in your claim. They'll try and sell you a quicker way, but trust me, friend, that don't ever pay. Hard work, honesty, fairness in your deal. That's the steel in your backbone, the grip on the wheel. Build it strong, build it true, let your word stand tall. That's the only road to rise and never fall. Yeah. I've seen good folks bend, seen good folks break, chasing gold that turned out fake. But the ones who stand at the end of the line are the ones who sweat and toe the line. So raise your glass to the tried and true, to the small town dreamer seeing it through. It's not the money, the fame, or the suit and tie. It's the man in the mirror who won't tell a lie. Hard work, honesty, fairness in your deal. That's the steel in your backbone, the grip on the wheel. Build it strong, build it true, let your word stand tall. That's the only road to rise and never fall.
Pemiscot, where the cypress used to stand. The ground it shuddered, the earth it fell through. In the year of the quakes, the world made something new. And the swamp rose wide where the cotton fields lay. The bays whispered songs from a long forgotten day. They drained the floodplain, dug their ditches by hand. Now it's rails, roads, and farmland where the swamp used to stand. Hayti rose high on a ridge barely found. Dry shoes in a sea of a backwater sound. Steam trains rolled in where the paddle boats slept, trading muskrat for cotton as the swamp slowly wept. And the swamp rose wide where the cotton fields lay. The bayous whispered songs from a long forgotten day. They drained the floodplain, dug their ditches by hand. Now it's rails, roads, and farmland where the swamp used to stand. They built levees tall and cut through the breaks, carved canals in the earth, pushed back at the lakes. The little river vanished beneath iron steam. Bootheel turned profit, but it lost part of its dream. Now you drive through the roads, endless green to the sky, but there's ghosts in the lowlands if you look 'em in the eye. Cypress knees still reach through the waters in the shade, reminding the land of the bargain that was made. Yeah, the swamps rose wide where the cotton fields lay. The bayous whispered songs from a long forgotten day. They drained the floodplain and carved it by hand, turned wild roots to farmland where the swamp used to stand. Where the swamp used to stand. Bootheel born by the working man's hand. Down in Pemiscot where the rail lines hum, cotton rolls swallowed up the morning sun. The swamps ran dry, but the debts ran deep. Folks sold their souls just to barely eat. wore a mask and whispered through the smoke. Echoes down in Hayti, thunder on the fields where the poor man's hunger met the rich man's yield. Burned barns told stories no court would ever try in the Bootheel shadow. The night riders ride. Merchant smiled wide with a ledger in hand. Interest weighed heavy like chains on the land. Warning scratched on doors, flames danced on the plains. A war without armies, but a land full of pain. From the big swamp bottom to the levee's crest, hard living carved sorrow deep in every chest. National Guard marched in, bayonets held high, but you can't cage a spirit that was born to defy. Echoes down in Hayti, thunder on the fields where the poor man's hunger met the rich man's yield. Burned barns told stories no court would ever try in the Bootheel shadow. The night riders ride. Now the railroads hum a more distant song. Cotton's still king, but the faces moved along. Ask the wind through the lowlands why justice runs thin. It'll whisper night riders, then fall quiet again. Echoes down in Hayti, thunder on the fields where the poor man's hunger met the rich man's yield. Smoke wrote the history the headlines couldn't hide in the Bootheel shallows. The night riders ride.
Got a screen door slamming on a Sunday breeze, cicadas singing in the cypress trees. Mama's cooking, got that pepper heat, and the river runs slow just like me. Front porch picking as the daylight fades, truck bed tails and sweet lemonade. Boots kicked off in the red clay dust. This life ain't much, but it's more than enough. Down in the South, where the soul runs deep, we don't talk fast, but we love real sweet. It's a barefoot kind of freedom, moonshine pride, with a little bit of Jesus and a four-wheel drive. Yeah, down in the South, that's where I'll be, with a southbound soul and a live oak dream. Creek stone chill on a summer skin, fireflies waltzing in the twilight wind, a gospel hum in a rusted shed where Grandpa prayed and the blues got fed.
truth and a backwoods grace. Tattooed time you just can't erase. It's in my bones, it's in my blood, like a delta flood, can't wash it up. Down in the South where the soul runs deep, we don't talk fast but we love real sweet. It's a barefoot kind of freedom, moonshine pride, with a little bit of Jesus and a four-wheel drive. Yeah, down in the South, that's where I'll be, with a southbound soul and a live old dream. Ain't no city lights to blind my view, just a sky full of stars and a heart that's true. I don't need much, just a place to roam, where the roots run wild and the heart feels home. Down in the South where the soul runs deep, we don't talk fast but we love real sweet. It's a barefoot kind of freedom, moonshine pride, with a little bit of Jesus and a four-wheel drive. Yeah, down in the South, that's home to me, with a southbound soul and a live oak dream. Saw your picture in a diner glass, edges torn and colors gone. Like every town I've passed on by, that fades before I've moved along. Train was wailing through the hills like it knew the hurt I hide. 100 towns behind me now, still can't leave you behind. 'Cause I'm miles away and I can't go back. My boots are worn, my heart's off track. Sky turns red, the nights grow cold. I miss your hand, I miss your hold, but I'm long gone. Yeah, I'm miles away. Passed across on a rusted post where the highway cracked and bled. Bar with shutters hanging loose in a town that up and fled. White lines hum beneath my feet like they're singing me a hymn, but there ain't no peace in moving on when I can't remember when. I'm miles away with a lonesome sound. The whistle cries when the sun goes down. I carry your face in a photo fold. Your name's a fire when the wind gets cold. Still I'm out here. Yeah, yeah, I'm miles away. Rain comes soft through prairie light like a hymn on chapel stone. I lit a smoke near a BP sign, felt more empty than alone. I'd turn around if I could stand the look I know you'd give, but the road don't care for reckoning, it just tells you how to live. Now I'm miles away and I can't unwind the thread I pulled when I left you behind. My coat is thin, my faith is frayed, and I still whisper your name each day, but you're back there, and I'm miles away. glance at the street I know. The crack in the pavement, that mailbox a lean, feels like it's part of me in every scene. The rearview mirror shows a life I love, a little too good, a little too rough. Saying goodbye, and it's just not yet, but still I drive with that quiet regret. But I'll find my way back home, even if the roads are overgrown. No map, no sign, no lights to show. I know I'll find my way back home. There's laughter left in those old four walls, dusty frames and hand-scrawled calls. The sound of us in every room still echoes through the engine's tune. Yeah, I'll find my way back home, through fire or frost or worn-out chrome. I'll chase the dusk, I'll run the unknown, 'cause I know I'll find my way back home. Maybe it's months, maybe it's years, but I'll come back through joy and tears. The town may fade, but not in me. It's burned in deep eternally. I'll find my way back home, where my heart still walks alone. No matter where this road may roam, you'll see I'll find my way back home. Turn the key, hit the gas, but I'm coming back. Yeah, I'm coming back.
We were fire on a Friday, whiskey on the floor, sunset in your rear view, chasing something more. Every mile was magic, every kiss was gasoline. We burned through every back road like we were 17. And took turns like gamblers, hearts stacked on the line. Sometimes you were thunder, sometimes you were sunshine. We crashed a couple fences, but we always found the lane. Love like that don't play it safe, it dances in the rain. It one hell of a ride, no breaks, no goodbyes. Fast hearts in a small town night, under wild and reckless skies. Maybe we were doomed to spin out, but damn, we sure lit up the sky. No regrets, no rewind, just one hell of a ride. We had sparks in our silence, battles in our bed, words we should have swallowed, and dreams we chased instead. But even in the wreckage, I take every single mile, 'cause love was in the chaos, in the heartbreak, in the smile. It one hell of a ride, no breaks, no goodbyes. Fast hearts in a small town night, under wild and reckless skies. Maybe we were doomed to spin out, but damn, we sure lit up the sky. No regrets, no rewind, just one hell of a ride.
Every scar, every laugh, every fall, every bend. It was more than just the moments. It was living, it was real. And I chased that feeling down just to feel what we'd feel. One hell of a ride, hearts beating out of time. Burned bright, crashed hard, but it was beautifully unrefined. Maybe we were born for the breakdown, but we sure touched the sky. No regrets, no rewind, just one hell of a ride. No regrets, one hell of a ride.
I was raised where the pine trees lean, sweet tea kisses and porch swing dreams, where mama taught me right from wrong, and Sunday morning we'd all sing along. Got red clay dust on these old boots still, front porch picking in a whippoorwill. Neighbors wave when they pass by slow. It's the only life I'll ever know. Fireflies dance in the cotton fields, bonfire nights where the truth reveals. We love our own, we stand up tall. When trouble comes, we face it all. From the church bells ringing to the county fair, you'll find my heart, you'll find me there, with an old guitar and a faithful hound. Ain't no place better than this hometown. I'm Southern proud, hear me loud. Roots run deep in this patch of ground. Raise my voice, lift my hands, blessed to call this southern land my land. Grandpa's stories and grandma's pie, passed down love that'll never die. Sweet magnolia harvest moon, this southern heart still hums that tune. Yeah, I'm southern proud, no shame to show, where the rivers wind and the good hearts grow. So let the whole world know right now, I'm born and raised and I'm southern
They drove the stakes from Texas up to Illinois, steel rail slicing through the dirt, every mile bought with noise. Promised the towns a fortune, just sign your farms away, then watched them build a station 5 miles the other way. They played cards in back rooms with silver pocket knives, ink-stained fingers and whiskey tongues cut down 1,000 lives. The rival line went missing, the bridge went up in flames, and the rich men smiled through smoky rooms and never signed their name. Stealing lies, iron on the rise, dreams got crushed neath the engine's cries, rolling fast on tracks they stole. Greed's the only ticket punching holes in his soul. And the brakemen broke their backs for pay.
pittance and a beer, while the suits lit up her van of smoke and whispered in their ears. One slip of truth could bury 'em, but silence came so cheap. A bonus for the saboteur, a graveyard for the meek. Every depot tells a story of promises run dry, busted towns where weeds now grow and empty whistles cry. That golden spike was driven through 1,000 busted dreams, and every train car's rattling bones still echo all their schemes. Stealing lies, iron on the rise, dreams got crushed neath the engine's cries. Rolling fast on tracks they stole, greed's the only ticket punching holes in a soul. Now the tracks are rusted relics, the land reclaimed by time, but echoes of betrayal ride every crossing sign. Some men chased the money, some just wanted to get by, but every lonesome whistle blows a corporate alibi. Stealing lies, iron on the rise, dreams got crushed neath the engine's cries. Rolling fast on tracks they stole, greed's the only ticket punching holes in a soul. Saw your picture in a diner glass, edges torn and colors gone. Like every town I passed on by, that faith before I moved along. The train was wailing through the hills like it knew the hurt I hide. 100 towns behind me now, still can't leave you behind. 'Cause I'm miles away and I can't go back. My boots are worn, my heart's off track. The sky turns red, the nights grow cold. I miss your hand, I miss your hold. But I'm long gone, yeah, I'm miles away. Passed across on a rusted post where the highway cracked and bled. A bar with shutters hanging loose in a town that up and fled. White lines hum beneath my feet like they're singing me a hymn. But there ain't no peace in moving on when I can't remember when. I'm miles away with a lonesome sound. The whistle cries when the sun goes down. I carry your face in a photo fold. Your name's the fire when the wind gets cold. Still I'm out here, yeah, I'm miles away. The rain comes soft through prairie light like a hymn on chapel stone. I lit a smoke near a BP sign, felt more empty than alone. I turn around if I could stand the look I know you'd give. But the road don't care for reckoning, it just tells you how to live. Now I'm miles away and I can't unwind the thread I pulled when I left you behind. My coat is thin, my faith is frayed, and I still wish whisper your name each day, but you're back there and I'm miles away. Sunday morning, church bell rings. Mama's humming Amazing Grace. Old men talk about weather things outside Joe's hardware place. Pickup trucks on gravel roads, dust and diesel in the air. High school kids with dreams of home, working hard till they get there. It's red, white pride on a faded barn sign, sweet tea poured on a back porch swing. Everybody waves, no need to ask why. We all wear roots like a wedding ring. Yeah, this ain't just a place to be, it's that front porch glory. It's home to me. 4th of July down by the lake, fireworks and apple pie. Old folks smile for tradition's sake, stars and stripes in every eye. Friday nights and small town games, band plays loud, the bleachers cheer. Win or lose, we're all the same, living proud year after year. It's red, white pride on a faded barn sign, sweet tea poured on the back porch swing. Everybody waves, no need to ask why. Now we all wear roots like a wedding ring. Yeah, this ain't just a place to be, it's that front porch glory. It's home to me. May not be much to a stranger's eyes, but every mile's a memory here. From the diner lights to the starlit skies, this town whispers loud and clear. It's red, white pride on a faded barn sign, a sweet tea poured on the back porch swing. Everybody waves, no need to ask why. No, we all wear roots like a wedding ring. Yeah, this ain't just a place to be, it's that front porch glory. It's home to me.
Up from Memphis, tires hum on 601, past cotton fields and catfish ponds, chasing down the sun, where the levee holds a river back, but the stories still run free. hit that sign for Sikeston. Feels like two worlds meet and meet, where the river turns north and the flatlands roll wide. Southern drawl starts slipping, but the blues ain't left my side. It's a crossroad of the heartland where the freight trains shake the earth. You can taste the delta, hear the plains, where the river turns north. Church bells ring on Sunday, juke joints lit on Friday nights. Gospel choirs and slide guitars, neon glowing bright. Throat rolls fly through Lambert's, catfish fries go long. Hear the South and Midwest two-step to a muddy river song. Oh, where the river turns north and the flatlands roll wide. Southern drawl starts slipping, but the blues ain't left my side. It's a crossroad of the heartland where the freight trains shake the earth. You can taste the delta, hear the plains, where the river turns north. Steel rails hum with old ghost trains, cotton ghost in the prairie range. A fiddle cry, a gospel choir, where southern roots meet northern fire. Where the river turned north and the crossroads split the line between gospel truth and roadhouse lies in every stretch of pine.